Welcome to our channel. So carrying on with our series on advanced steel and how you can take advantage of its ample set of powerful tools, yet another useful capability of this software is helping with the modeling and detailing of non-prismatic members, or what are known as customized member sections. And just in case you aren't familiar with this fabrication method, these are members that are composed of welded plates, instead of rolled steel profiles, most commonly referred to as hot-rolled sections. So these types of non-prismatic members are actually quite common in steel frame construction, as they provide a lighter and more efficient solution when covering large spans, as one will have full control over the geometry of the section. From the thickness of each plate corresponding to the flanges and web of the member, to their specific geometry along the span, all the way to the type of welding. Nevertheless, and when it comes to detailing or generating drawings for this type of element, one may assume that due to their customized nature, it would be difficult for Advanced Steel to provide a comprehensive workflow. Luckily, this is not only possible, but just as automatic as working with regular rolled sections. Let's say, for example, that we want to obtain the fabrication drawings for one of these columns, which again is designed as a non-prismatic member. I'll just quickly isolate one of these elements to make the selection process simpler. At this point, however, something worth mentioning is that this particular type of element does require a customized drawing style template. Now, how to generate our own templates to automate the detailing process of the structural model is something we cover in detail in our advanced course. In this case, we already have a drawing style template that we have generated and configured to work with this type of section, which means that not only can we generate the detailed drawings for this particular column, but also for any other non-prismatic member in this or other structural models. So let's proceed and use this template to request the generation of the corresponding drawing. And once this process is completed, let's go ahead and take a look at what the software has created for us. Here we have then our base drawing, for which multiple views of the column according to the configuration of our drawing style template have been automatically added. Now, how these views are represented and what information, such as dimensions and labels, should be included, if any, can also be configured through that same template. In this case, and just for example purposes, we have used two different ways of showing the top and bottom sections of the non-prismatic column, meaning that we always have full control over how the corresponding element is represented or detailed. Furthermore, we can see that along with these views and those of the flange and web of the column, the details of the connection plate and bolts have also been added. But again, and depending on the configuration of our template, we can always determine which elements should be included within the same drawing. In any case, we can now continue by adding all the corresponding dimensions and labels that this drawing still requires. Let's, for example, add the symbols corresponding to the welding specifications for this section. So from this point forward, we just need to keep adding the remaining dimensions, labels, and descriptions until this drawing is ready to be issued for fabrication of the column. Also worth remembering, and since this drawing is linked to the model, that any modification later performed on the structure will be automatically reflected in the corresponding drawings. Additionally, and as we have seen in previous videos, this drawing can easily be exported to AutoCAD in case we need to work outside Advanced Steel's environment. At Virginia-e-Learning, this is exactly the type of workflow we focus on teaching, helping you move beyond manual drafting and toward professional, production-ready structural steel detailing using advanced steel. If you'd like to learn more, be sure to visit our website, where you'll find multiple advanced steel courses designed around real industrial projects and practical use cases. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos in this series, where we explore tools, workflows, and best practices for structural steel modeling and detailing in advanced steel.